Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a little bit of a VR. Now this was started by Facesight Tarot, and it's some questions that you should not ask your tarot deck. And I saw this on AstraZen's channel and I thought this looks like fun. So I thought, well, what is the most irreverent deck that I can use to answer these questions? What not to ask the tarot? And I thought I'd use this one, which is the Zoomies Tarot. I love this deck. It's unlike any other deck that I've got, and I've done a full walkthrough of this deck, so I'll link it. I've also got the Oracle deck as well, the Blooming Lovelies. Okay, so these are the backs, and I actually did the first question, which is why I decided to use this deck, because it gave this answer. Okay, so the first question: what is the purpose of tarot? And this is the card that I got. And it says, don't sit in a nettle patch, my love. And if you can see there, this little zoomie in a nettle patch, it sort of told me, yeah, tarot can sting. Be careful what you ask, because it can give you very sharp answers that can hurt, but for a little while, I think, until you find the antidote to it. You know, with nettles, it's a dock leaf, isn't it? And you normally find dock leaves quite close to nettles, and so you find the cure quite close to the cause, if you like. And so I thought that's really good when you think about tarot, because yes, it can highlight something that maybe hurts to face, but can also provide the cure to it as well. So I thought that was really good. So that's why I've decided to use this deck. Okay, so the next prompt: if tarot became a living person. Sorry, I'm looking at my journal, because that's where I put it. If tarot became a living person, what would they be like? And I've just used the same questions, the same 8 questions that AstraZen used. So they seemed most relevant. So if tarot was a living person, what would they be like? Okay. Oh, I've got a jumper. It is Revelations. Oh, and we've got 2 octopus there. If it was a person, the tarot would reveal things to you. It'd show you the truth, wouldn't it? That maybe you weren't seeing, maybe you were blindsided. You know, when we're embroiled in a situation, sometimes, what's that metaphor? You can't see the wood for the trees. It's difficult to see your situation objectively, and I think tarot gives you that objectivity. So if tarot was a person, I think it would give you that objectivity that you isn't being revealed to you from your own consciousness. Yeah, does that make sense? I think I know what I'm saying. Okay, anyway, give you revelations. Be a revelatory person. Okay, next question. Question number 3. I'll describe the spirit of tarot. Okay, describe the spirit of tarot. Describe the spirit of tarot. Describe the spirit of tarot. Okay, so we've got this little one in a boat, and it says perhaps he could rescue himself, and it's beached. This boat is actually beached. It's not going anywhere, is it? So the spirit of tarot, if your boat was beached like that, it means you've got to stop, doesn't it? So the spirit of tarot encourages you to stop and reassess, or assess or reassess your life path at this moment in time. Perhaps he could rescue himself. Isn't that? I like this deck. It's really incredible. It's working well for me anyway. What card is the most misunderstood in tarot? That will be an interesting one. The most misunderstood card in tarot. Oh, 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 oh! We have another lifetime away. Wow! And of course it's a 5. I'll show you the image. So this is major. This would be the Hierophant. And look at that eye. So it says, you see, the eye is it's a hippo, eye of the hippo. The iris contains a kaleidoscope of exquisite patterns unique for every individual. I would say the Hierophant is very misunderstood, actually. More to it than meets the eye. Yes, more to it than meets the eye. Okay. And what card is most clearly understood? That's the card everyone gets. And we have, nevertheless, the sheep persisted. And I think this is the Lovers. Yeah, this is the Lovers card, number 6. And I think everybody sees the Lovers card and sees it for what it is, really. I think it is very understood. What's it say here? Sheep. The meek will be laughing when they inherit everything. What card's meaning? What card's meaning has changed over time? That's a difficult one. What card's meaning has changed over time? There's one I can think of, but what does the tarot say? What card's meaning has changed over time? So this is the 2 of Words, and it's the daytime moon. The moon likes looking at you too. So, oh me, oh my, I fell up to the sky is what it says. So it's changed meaning over time. I mean, the whole deck seems to have changed meaning, doesn't it? So this would be equivalent to the 2 of Swords. There we go. So this card has changed meaning over time. The 2 of Swords, the 2 of Words. Interesting. Oh me, oh my, I fell up to the sky. Well, that's not normal, is it, to fall up to the sky? We fall. Gravity brings us down, doesn't it? Gravity brings us down to earth. So if we fall up to the sky, then that means we're not grounded. I've got to think about that one, actually. If you've got any ideas, drop it in the comments. That'd be most useful. I was thinking about the 7 of Pentacles, but yeah, I think that one's changed meaning over time. But that's not what this tarot says. Question 7. What card would I, as a reader, interpret the most intuitively and modernly? Is that a word? Modernly? Anyway, which card would I read most intuitively or in a modern sense? Well, we've got number 9. It's called Kitchen Disco, so this would be the Hermit. So is that crab coming out of his shell, or is that crab crawling into the shell? And why have you got the shell in the first place? A kitchen disco is a very private thing, isn't it? Because it's in your own home. You're not out trying to impress others. You're dancing for the sheer joy of dancing, which I like. Anyone else do that? I do that. So that really is a modern take on the hermit, isn't it? How we can be a hermit. We don't actually have to go off into a mountain or top of a mountain or into a cave in the middle of nowhere to try and find enlightenment. We can actually find it in music alone. So, you know, dancing alone, and that brings about a different energy, doesn't it? We go to a different place, and as well, it depends on the music that we're playing. You know, if we've got something that's got a very heavy drum beat that really calls to our root chakra, activates that root chakra, it can be very, very powerful. So yeah, that's a really modern take. The whole deck is a modern take, really, on the tarot. Just putting it in a box here. And then the final question, what's something tarot cannot teach? Oh, what's something tarot cannot teach? What's something tarot cannot teach? We have absolute legend. This is the Magician. And that is really apt, I think, for that question, what the tarot cannot teach. It's up to us what we want to manifest in this world, isn't it? Tarot can't tell you what that is. It says, Da Vinci's Vitruvian sloth says that all bodies are divine, sublime amongst the pine cones of enlightenment, an invitation to open the pineal gland, seat of the third eye. Yeah, so tarot cannot teach you how to open your third eye. That takes something other than tarot. But once you can, I think it really brings something to tarot practice. So those were the questions. I thought that was really enlightening, actually. It really opened up my way of seeing tarot. This deck does, anyway. You know, it's a different perspective on tarot that really, really works. It's really modern. It's really fun. I love this deck. I think it's fantastic. So that was the Zoomies Tarot. And those were that's my little VR to Asteracen. I might be saying that wrong. I think it's Asteria Sen, but I'll link it below anyway. So yeah, I thought I'd just do that quick little VR. Very enjoyable, and until my next video, bye friends, bye.